Satoshis. Yeah, this my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Tune in and get the latest and greatest from stacking Toshis. This my two. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is October 8th, 2020, and shout out to my man Spoon Power 23 for the song request, a long-term follower. I'm talking sub 1,000 followers. This guy was following CB, so much appreciation for the support. He wanted to hear MF Doom, Love It. Man, this guy MF Doom, they make some crazy ass beats over there. Thanks for this one, man. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys are doing well today. Welcome to yet another episode of My Two Satoshis. Today, we're going to look at Square. I told you when MicroStrategies did it 4 or 5 months ago. I said, look, this is going to be something, a recurring theme you're going to see on Wall Street. Companies are going to start using Bitcoin as a hedge strategy, literally taking some of their liquidity assets and hedging them in Bitcoin. This is going to create a crazy demand for Bitcoin over the long run. So this is something you got to keep in mind. This is a fundamental long-term play, nothing sexy right away. You're not going to see like a big spike in the price of Bitcoin from this particular news article, but this is something you got to pay attention to. So we'll take a look at that out of CNBC in a second. And the next article, wow, look at this one. U.S. Attorney General lays out plan to crack down on crypto. This is major, and this is one of the components I told you guys about many years ago. I said, look, it's looking all good for Bitcoin, for crypto right now, but one tail risk that we have not addressed or even encountered yet was the fact that Bitcoin could see some negative type of legislation passed in the US, as maybe they see Bitcoin gaining a lot of attention, a lot of attraction. You see what Square is doing. They're looking at all of this. So let's look at what this article is talking about out of Decrypt Media, because this is important for us to look at as well. Just like the last article was a fundamental positive news line for us, this is a fundamental negative news line that could affect us in the long run as well. So I wanted to give you both sides of what's going on in the crypto space today, and this is a major one. So you need to be aware of this and plan accordingly. And then lastly, wow, Arthur Hayes steps down as BitMEX CEO following U.S. government charges. This is insane. We're going to take a look at the details of this one as well. All three articles coming up on today's episode of My Two Satoshis. Let's get it. Before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. Don't forget to join the Red Pill Zone Discord room, now available. I got it pinned in this video. I've got it also pinned in the Webbot room. Check that link out. And I've also got it pinned in my Twitter bio. So 3 different areas for you to get that link to join the community. It is growing, and it's growing fast. I'm really excited about this. Everything organized in a nice, meaningful manner for you. So you can, Red Zone is just a general chat for everyone, mostly slanted towards cryptos, of course. Trade or die. That's all the trading people. All those people can join me there. Drop your TA, your FA, all that. If you think you're the best trader in the world, you can display that there. Geopolitics is there. Show Your Shit is also where you can drop any coins or projects that you want us to be aware of. The YouTube members room is for those who join the YouTube members on my YouTube page by hitting that join button right there. You must be at least the acquaintance level to join this room here. Woo Talk, of course, we know that, and song requests for anyone that's looking to drop another song request in here. So make sure you join. It's free, no strings attached. A lot of great information exchanged in there. But let's take a look at this heat map right now. We are currently at $10,876 on Bitcoin, and I've actually got a call that I'm going to show you in the Red Pill room that I put out yesterday, and I'm up already 31% on that trade just in one day. I'm going to explain that to you in a second. But Ethereum, $351, up 3.2%. We've got Binance down slightly, EOS down slightly as well, traded at $2.61. Litecoin up 1.7% at $47.40. ADA's up. We've got Link up heavily today, trading at $9.56, up 7.9% today. Overall, a very green day for us. Indeed. But guess what? As you guys can see right there, yesterday at 3:56 a.m., I told everyone in the Trade or Die room on the Discord channel that I'm dipping my toe back in the markets. I'm taking 40% of my cash, and you guys are the first to know. I'll announce publicly tomorrow. Well, I ended up not doing a video yesterday, so I couldn't announce it publicly, but this was yesterday morning at 3:56 a.m. I bought Uniswap, SushiSwap, Dago, and Pickle, and I literally bought Dago. And if you guys don't know about it, do some research on Dago. They're using like the NFT DeFi model, but I bought them literally at the bottom. I bought it at 99 cents, $1. I literally bought it at 99 cents, and it went through the roof. Same with Uniswap. Bought that Wednesday around 1 o'clock as well, $2.70. It is up big time now, trading at $3.34. Also went back to sushi. Bought sushi a couple of days ago. Same thing. Wednesday around 1 o'clock. Bought it at 58 cents. It is now trading at 78 cents. So as you guys can see, I also bought Pickle as well. But those 4 trades I shotgunned, spread those across all 4. Put 40% of my cash back into the markets with those 4 coins, and guess what? I'm up 31% already, and I think it's just getting started, to be honest with you, because as you can see, we had a nice acceleration last night. And you say, well, this move seems random. It actually wasn't. I had a trend line drawn here like this. Okay, I deleted it because I'm just getting too many lines and scribble scrabble circles and stuff on the chart at this point. But when we broke this trend line, we tried 2 times there. If I zoom in, you can see what I'm talking about. We tried here, and finally broke out, and that was the reason for the acceleration upward. And the bulls are just looking to essentially get up here to try to score another point. At this point, I may decide to take some money off the table. We shall see, because we're now at that level where we're essentially near the head of that head and shoulders pattern, the previous head and shoulders pattern. So I'm, thinking about possibly taking some off the table here. I've got an alert set to let me know if we cross this dotted green line, which is currently at around 11,000, you could just say. But ultimately, this is a very key and critical point we're at with Bitcoin, because this upper trend line here is a critical area for us to, if we blow past it, guess what? We're going to go try to score a point at the next head and shoulders, which is roughly around 12,100. So I think if we can break this area, we're going to accelerate fast to that point, 12,100. So out of CNBC, let's take a look at this article. Square buying that $50 million bag worth of Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies, they say, align with the company's purpose. So key takeaways from this article: Square said Thursday it bought 4,709 Bitcoins worth approximately 50 million. This represents 1% of Square's total assets as of the end of the second quarter of 2020. They say, quote unquote, Square believes that cryptocurrencies is an instrument of economic empowerment and provides a way for the world to participate in a global monetary system which aligns with the company's purpose. They said. The CFO of Twitter goes on to say that we believe that Bitcoin has the potential to be a more ubiquitous currency in the future. As it grows in adoption, we intend to learn and participate in the disciplined way. For a company that is building products based on a more inclusive future, this investment is a step on the right journey. That is crazy, man. Can you guys believe this is happening? I couldn't have even imagined this happening 6 years ago, 7 years ago, when I first got into Bitcoin. This is great news, and this is one of the things that will really keep Bitcoin moving up. That stock to flow model. Hey, these types of things are going to aid in that stock to flow model coming true. We're talking about $260,000 Bitcoin. That's what the stock to flow model is predicting. I can see it happening. I can definitely see it happening with these types of moves continually happening from public and private companies. Definitely want to give you guys that macro crypto news for today. And secondly, U.S. Attorney General lays out plan to crack down on crypto. The Department of Justice today released a report examining the dangers posed by the cryptocurrencies and its framework for how to mitigate these risks, quote unquote. How are they risks? They're not. I don't see how this is a risk to you. Well, actually, I do know how this is a risk, because you want people to continue using your shit dollar, right? Your currency that you print out of thin air. And as of lately, the Treasury has now kind of merged with the Federal Reserve in some funky, weird way where they can now buy these things called special purpose vehicles. They make up these crazy acronyms just to obfuscate what the hell they're really doing is essentially just outright buying bonds, corporate bonds, and eventually that special purpose vehicle will extend to equities as well. So they're basically just monetizing and printing debt to buy stuff all over the place. This cannot be a good thing long term for our currency, and hence that's why you see people like Square, you see companies like MicroStrategies, and even a company in Canada I can't think of right now doing the same thing. So this is going to only make more companies do this, to the point where I think the government may come out and say, hey, publicly traded companies, you can't buy Bitcoin. I literally can see that happening at some point. But anyway, the Attorney General William Barr today announced the release of a report, Cryptocurrency Enforcement Framework. The report examines the perceived dangers of cryptocurrencies, mainly that they can be used by criminals. But your US dollar is the most used means of exchange for criminals. I don't see you guys doing anything to really crack down on that. So this crypto enforcement framework, quote unquote, will provide an overview of the threats and enforcement challenges related to increasing crypto adoption and how the Department of Justice can deal with it. So this 83-page document lays out the perceived dangers, mainly that they are being used by criminals. Indeed, despite its relatively brief existence, they say cryptocurrency technology plays a role in many of the most significant criminal and national security threats that the U.S. faces. The report also said that criminals can avoid being traced by using cryptocurrencies instead of fiat and request digital assets to pay for illicit goods.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Such as child porn and weapons, seemingly ignoring the fact that cash is used for much the same. Exactly. This is the same thing I'm saying, and I see Decrypt Media has pointed that out as well. So look, they're going to implement their own central bank digital dollar, CBDC. That is coming. We've talked about that, and this is only one step in that direction. First, they have to paint the thing they're trying to eliminate in a bad light. Then they can go in and say, hey guys, here's what we have for you. This is much better. It's safer. Criminals can't use it. I don't know, man. This is crazy, but I definitely wanted to let you know this is where we're going with the government's front on crypto. All right. We just talked about a couple of days ago how the IRS has given an award of over 1.2 million to two separate companies to crack Monero. So you see the path that we're going down, and I just want you guys to be aware of it. Lastly, Coin speaker Arthur Hayes steps down as BitMEX CEO following U.S. government charges. Yikes, this is crazy. The 100X Group COO will serve as BitMEX interim CEO, and BitMEX's commercial director will have more responsibilities for client relations, handling, and oversight of financial products. So what I'm trying to understand is, why of all people shouldn't all of the C-suite step down? I'm not understanding why only Arthur Hayes is the one that's stepping down. That makes no sense to me. In a statement BitMEX put out, our senior leaders within our technology team will continue the day-to-day management of the BitMEX platform, including ongoing efforts to enhance the performance of the platform. Yeah, okay, blah, 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 blah. So it goes on to say that on October, as you guys know, October 1st, the U.S. Commodities and Futures Trading Commission and the Department of Justice charged BitMEX for illegally trading crypto derivatives, that is, and violating money laundering rules. And if you don't recall, BitMEX's response to that was that they strongly disagreed with the U.S. government's heavy-handed decision to bring these charges and intend to defend the allegations vigorously. From our early days as a startup, we have always sought to comply with applicable U.S. laws, and those laws were understood at the time and based on available guidance. Again, I don't understand why only Arthur Hayes is stepping down and not everyone else. Who knows? This is crazy. Maybe it was by his own doing. I have no clue, but I just wanted to give you guys that heads up as well. That's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and make sure you also click that bell to receive more videos like this. Shout out to my man Spoon Power 23 again for the song request. MF Doom, love it. I'm out of here, people. Holla.